You can see the auditorium is filled to capacity. There are some people sitting on the floor. Let's hand over to the quiz mistress.
We are in the semi-finals. That's the money zone. Each point earned in this zone is worth 10 Ghana cedis. So at the end of the contest, we are going to take the total score and multiply by 10 Ghana cedis for each of the teams. This is proudly sponsored by GCB Bank. Thank you, GCB Bank. Now, it's the last semi-final contest, and it features Keta Senior High Technical School. St. Augustine's College. And G.S.T.S. Let's meet the contestants. G.S.T.S. G.S.T.S is represented by
Richmond.
Ni Adiku.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, madam.
How are you?
You are fine, thank you.
Great. I'm trying to find out your impressions of the 2019 NSMQ.
Madam, it hasn't been easy since we started, but God continues to see us through.
All right. What shall we expect from you this contest?
Madam, we've been here before and we know what it takes to win.
All right. I wish you well. St. Augustine's College. St. Augustine's College is represented by
Elias and Antoine, final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen. And how are you?
You're fine.
Great. I'm trying to find out impressions. 2019 National Science and Math Quiz. What has the journey been like? What do you think?
So far, it's been good. We've had rough times and we've had our good times. But we're also working and looking unto the Lord. We say that horses and chariots are prepared for battle, but victory cometh from the Lord.
I knew somebody would bring that saying eventually. Do you know I banned it about 2 years ago? Every school was telling me about horses and chariots. So I banned it. Now you brought it back.
We didn't know.
All right. This contest, what are we to expect?
I expect. Okay. To expect the best.
All right. I wish you well.
Thank you.
Keta Senior High Technical School. Keta Senior High Technical School is represented by
Trevor Paul, final year. Avu John, final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
How are you?
We are great. We are doing great.
All right. Impressions so far. What has the journey been like for you this year in the National Science and Math Quiz?
It's been good, and we are moving towards the finals.
All right. So what to expect?
Expect the best, and we shall and will win.
All right. I wish you well.
Thank you.
We've met the contestants. We have some promises of wins. But before I sit down, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors. The National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service with support from GOIL, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, GCB Bank, Vimto, Academic City College, Adansi Travels, Kenya Airways, Accra College of Medicine, Medifem Multi-Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, GTP, FH Akan University of Applied Sciences, Newmont Gold Corp Ghana, and InterVarsity. Our media partners are Joy News, Joy FM, My Joy Online, and YFM. Yes, it's a primetime production. My name is Elsie Efa Hoffman, and I'm honored to be your quiz mistress. Thank you. There's a penalty, 1 point. For questions requiring calculations, you have 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations, you have 10 seconds to do so. All questions, all of them, without exception, are to be attempted once only. Best wishes to all three schools. All right, I'll be starting with you, Keta. But we are going to do something interesting. It's one of those questions which is to all three schools. When I get to you, please give me a right answer so that I can move on for the next right answer different from what has already been said. And you need 10 seconds of time. Okay, so pay attention to the question. When scientists are confronted with a scientific problem, they adopt the scientific method to solve the problem. Each school should give only one of the important steps followed in the scientific method to solve a problem. Keta, first choice.
Experimentation.
All right. Eliason.
Formulation of a hypothesis.
All right. G.S.T.S, yes, Adiko.
Drawing conclusion on the result of the experiment.
All right. All right, so this is one of those so many different possibilities. Shall I bother to go through them? No, you're all right. Good. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble. Preamble to all schools. Solve the given equation. That's the preamble. Solve the given equation. Your equation, Keta. X raised to the power 4 minus 14x squared plus 45 is equal to 0. Paul.
Plus or minus 5. 3, -3. I have x to be equal to 3, -3, and root 5. Root 5.
2 out of 3. The right answer, plus or minus 3 and plus or minus square root of 5. You missed out on one of the root 5s. All right. With the same preamble, St. Augustine's, x to the power 4 minus 13x squared plus 36 is equal to 0. Eliasson.
X is equal to plus or minus 3 and plus or minus 2.
Yes. G.S.T.S. X to the power 4 minus 29x squared plus 100 is equal to 0. Adiko.
X is plus or minus 5 or plus or minus 2.
The last one?
Plus or minus 2.
Yes. Ten seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Mention the cell type involved in the innate immune system of humans to which the following description refers. That means when I get to your school, I'll give you a description. Mention the cell type involved in the innate immune system of humans to which the description refers. Keta. They are first responders at the site of infection or trauma. These abundant phagocytic cells represent 50 to 60% of all leukocytes. They release toxins that kill or inhibit bacteria and fungi and recruit other immune cells to the site of infection. John.
Lymphocytes.
No. Yes, Joseph.
Monocytes. Monocytes.
No. It's only one attempt. Somebody else had run for it. The right answer is a neutrophil. Your major question with the same preamble. They are phagocytic cells that consume foreign pathogens and cancerous cells. They stimulate the response of other immune cells. Joseph.
Cytotoxic T cells.
No. Which of you? Yes, Adiku.
The monocytes.
No. These are the macrophages. Your major question with the same preamble. They are responsible for defense against parasites. They release histamines that cause inflammation and may be responsible for allergic reactions. Adiku.
The basophil.
Yes. "30 seconds with a preamble to all schools." Preamble. A circular loop of radius 0.50 meter carries a net charge of plus 5.0 microcoulomb. I hope you got your preamble. A circular loop of radius 0.50 meter carries a net charge of positive 5.0 microcoulomb. All right, so Keta, find the magnitude of the electric field on the axis and 0.50 meter above the plane of the ring. Paul.
180 volts per meter.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. They made it. All right. Which of you, Adiko? Go.
1.8 times 10 to the power negative 4 volts per meter.
That's incorrect. The right answer is 6.4 times 10 raised to the power 4 volts per meter. St. Augustine, with the same preamble, find the magnitude of the electric field on the axis and 1.0 meter above the plane of the ring. Joseph.
1.1 times 10 exponents 4 volts per meter.
That's incorrect. For bonus. The right answer is 3.2 times 10 raised to the power 4 volts per meter. G.S.T.S with the same preamble. Find the magnitude of the electric field on the axis and 2.0 meter above the plane of the ring. Adiko.
11.3 times 10 to the power 3 volts per meter.
That's incorrect. Joseph.
1.6 times 10 exponents 4 volts per meter.
The right answer is 1.0 times 10 raised to the power 4 volts per meter. Ten seconds. Keta, define the term standard solution. John.
A standard solution is a solution whose concentration is accurately known and has constant composition of solute and solvent.
Okay. What are primary standards? Eliason.
A primary standard is a solution of a known concentration from which other solutions are prepared. And it usually acts as a stock solution.
1. Primary standards are stable chemicals that can be used to prepare solutions whose concentrations are exact. G.S.T.S. Give any two of the qualities a substance must have to be classified as a primary standard. Adiku.
It should be a pure substance in its normal state without impurities, and its mass should be able to be determined accurately using a weighing balance.
No. Yes, John.
It must not be deliquescent, and it must also be thermally stable with a high molar mass.
What was?
Not deliquescent, thermally stable with a high molar mass.
No, not for bonus. Not for bonus. Okay, they actually have three characteristics. They have three characteristics. They should not decompose when exposed to the atmosphere. Just the atmosphere, they don't have to be heated. Just atmosphere, they should not decompose. They should not absorb moisture from the atmosphere. You got that right. And they are easily purified. Easily purified. Since it's a bonus, I can't help you. Ten seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. For the point A with coordinates 3, -5, find the coordinates of the corresponding point symmetric with respect to, preamble again. For the point A, which has coordinates 3, -5, find the coordinates of the corresponding point symmetric with respect to Keta, the x-axis. John.
3,5. The point 3,5.
Yes. The y-axis. Yes, Eliason.
-3, -5.
Yes. G.S.T.S, the origin. Adiku.
-5,3.
That's incorrect. Yes, Eliason.
-3, 5.
Yes. Next set, 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. A diploid organism has 2 pairs of chromosomes, 4 chromosomes in all. If one of its cells was observed when it was undergoing cell division under the high-power objective of a light microscope, how can one tell if the cell was... Did you get the preamble? Again. A diploid organism has 2 pairs of chromosomes, 4 chromosomes in all. If one of its cells was observed when it was undergoing cell division under the high-power objective of a light microscope, how can one tell if the cell was Keta in mitotic prophase or meiotic prophase 1? Paul.
During mitotic prophase, the four chromosomes will be in the cell and to be clearly visible, like there will be distinction between all of them. They will be separated fully. But during meiosis, prophase 1 of meiosis 1, there will be the formation of a bivalent. So you see that there will be a pair of combined chromosomes. Those are the homologous ones to be together. So 2 of them will be together, and then 2 of them will be together.
Yes. with the same preamble. Mitotic metaphase or meiotic metaphase 1. Yes, Joseph.
The two pairs of the chromosomes will be seen to lie at the equator of the cell, with the spindle fibers attached to their centromeres, and this will usually point in opposite directions. And also the
No. Yes, Adiko.
Madam, in mitotic metaphase, the chromosomes will appear as two homologous chromosomes attached to the spindle fiber at the equator of the cell, pointing towards opposite poles. But in the meiotic division, they will appear as a tetrad with two different homologous chromosomes pointing towards different poles of the cell.
No. Mitotic metaphase will reveal 4 pairs of chromatids lined up independently on the spindle, whereas meiotic metaphase 1 will show 2 bivalents on the spindle. G.S.T.S, with the same preamble, meiotic metaphase 1 or meiotic metaphase 2. Yes, Adiku.
In meiotic metaphase 1, there will be 2 bivalents lying at the equator and pointing towards opposite poles. But in meiotic metaphase 2, there will be only 1 bivalent consisting of 2 homologous chromosomes pointing towards opposite poles.
No. For bonus. Okay. So in meiotic metaphase 1, the chromosomes will be arranged as bivalent. But in meiotic metaphase 2, only univalents would be seen. All right. Another thing you could have added was in meiotic metaphase 1, the chromosomes are attached as homologous pairs at the equator, but during metaphase 2, there will be single chromosomes which are attached at the equator. All right, 30 seconds. Keta, find the root mean square speed of a helium-4 atom in a gas at 400 Kelvin. John.
The root mean square speed of the helium-4 atom is 6.0 times 10 exponent -6 meters squared per second squared.
That's incorrect. For bonus. The right answer is 1.58 kilometer per second. St. Augustine. Find the average speed of a helium-4 atom in a gas at 400 Kelvin. For bonus. The right answer is 1.46 kilometer per second. G.S.T.S. Find the most probable speed of a helium-4 atom in a gas at 400 Kelvin. Adiko.
3.38 kilometers per second.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. The right answer is 1.29 kilometer per second. 30 seconds. Keta. The element carbon can be oxidized by oxygen in 2 stages. First, to form carbon 2 oxide, and then from carbon 2 oxide to carbon 4 oxide. Use the following standard enthalpies of formation to determine the enthalpy change for each step. Delta H of formation of CO gas is negative 111 kilojoule per mole. Delta H of formation of CO2 gas is negative 394 kilojoule per mole. John.
Yes. For the first step, there is negative 222 kilojoules per mole. And for the second, is negative 566 kilojoules per mole.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. No. All right. So for the first reaction, negative 111 kilojoule. For the second one, negative 283 kilojoule. St. Augustine's. Use the following bond energies, all in kilojoule per mole, to estimate the enthalpy change for the oxidation of carbon 2 oxide to carbon 4 oxide. Carbon-oxygen triple bond, 1075. Carbon-oxygen double bond, 745. Oxygen molecule, 498. Joseph.
Is it going positive?
No, negative.
This one minus this one. Positive 330 kilojoule per mole.
That's incorrect. Yes. For bonus. The right answer is negative 166 kilojoule. G.S.T.S. Ethanol, in principle, can be oxidized by the oxygen in the air to ethanoic acid in 2 steps. First to ethanol, and then to ethanoic acid. Use the following enthalpies of formation, all in kilojoule per mole, to 1. Estimate the enthalpy change for each step, and 2. Determine which of the 2 steps is thermodynamically favorable. CH3CHO liquid, negative 192. CH3CO2H liquid, negative 432. CH3, CH2OH liquid, negative 278, and H2O liquid, negative 286. You may ignore any byproducts, if any, formed in the second step. Is that hand up, Adiku? Go ahead.
The enthalpy change is positive 100. For the first one is positive. The first one is negative 432 kilojoules per mole, and the second one is positive 164 kilojoules per mole.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. The first one is negative 200 kilojoule. The second one is negative 240 kilojoule. And oxidation from ethanol to ethanoic acid is more thermodynamically favorable. Next set. 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Express the repeating decimal as an infinite exponential series, and hence express it as a rational number. Did you get the preamble? Express the repeating decimal as an infinite exponential series, and hence express it as a rational number. All right. So your repeating decimal is 0.55555 on and on and on. John.
That's exponential. The exponential sequence is 0.5, 0.05, 0.005 up to infinity, and as a rational is 5/9.
I'll give you 2. I'll tell you the reason later. I'll tell you the reason why I'm giving you 2. All right, St. Augustine, yours is 3.3333 on and on and on. Yes, Eliason.
First of all, the term is, as a rational fraction, it is 10 on 3. And also the exponential series is 3.0 plus 0.3 plus 0.03 going to infinity.
Okay. G.S.T.S. Yours is 77.777 on and on. Kwache.
Okay. Madam, as a rational fraction, we have 700/9, and the series is 77.0 plus 0.7 plus 0.07 plus 0.007 up to infinity.
2. Okay, so yours is 70 plus 7 plus 0.7 plus 0.07 on, and yes, the rational number is 700 over 9, okay? So you didn't sort out, you started with 77, no, 70 plus 7. And yours, I asked for a series, you gave me a sequence. 10 seconds. Preamble. Distinguish between primary xylem and secondary xylem with respect to the following. Distinguish between primary xylem and secondary xylem with respect to the following. Occurrence in angiosperms. Yes, Paul?
Which one? The secondary xylem occur at the inner part of the plant body. That's in angiosperms. And then the primary xylem occurs at the, it's not that inner, but it is closer to the inner part of the...
I'm not accepting that for bonus. In angiosperms, primary xylem occurs in both monocots and dicots, while secondary xylem generally occurs in dicots. All right, St. Augustine, occurrence in gymnosperms. Joseph.
The primary xylem and the secondary xylem both occur in gymnosperms. But in the gymnosperms, the primary xylem is found towards the center of the stem. That's towards the central axis. But with the secondary xylem, it occurs towards the periphery of the stem.
I'm not accepting it. For a bonus. All right, so primary xylem occurs in all types of gymnosperms, while secondary xylem occurs in some of the gymnosperms, including conifers, gnetophyta, ginkgophyta, those things. G.S.T.S, with the same preamble. Tissues from which they are derived. Adeku.
Madam, the primary xylem is obtained from the division of the primary tissues found in the apical regions of the plant, whilst the secondary xylem is produced as a result of the tangential division of the fascicular cambium during secondary growth.
Again, the second part.
The secondary xylem is produced from the tangential division of the fascicular cambium during secondary growth.
No. For a bonus. So primary xylem is derived from the procambium, while secondary xylem is derived from the vascular cambium. Vascular cambium. Last set, 30 seconds. Keta, a proton moving at 2.0 times 10 raised to the power 4 meter per second enters a uniform 1.0 millitesla magnetic field perpendicular to its velocity. Determine the radius of the path of the proton. Yes, which of you? Eliasson.
We have 0.29 meters.
That's incorrect. The right answer is 0.21 meter. Your major question. An electron moving at the same speed as the proton, 2.0 times 10 raised to the power 4 meter per second, also enters the uniform 1.0 millitesla magnetic field perpendicular to its velocity. Determine the radius of the path of the electron. Joseph.
1.1 times 10 exponent negative 4 meters.
Yes. Last question. It is desired that the radius of the proton orbit be equal to that of the electron, 0.11 millimeter, in the same 1.0 millitesla field. What must the proton speed be? Too late. Okay. The right answer is 11 meters per second. And that's the end of the first round. At the end of the first round, G.S.T.S has 8 points. St. Augustine's College has 14 points. Keta Senior High Technical School has 15 points. Four more rounds to go. Round 2. This round is known as the speed race. The questions in the round are directed to all 3 schools simultaneously. For an opportunity to answer a question, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, Keta? Thank you. Yours, St. Augustine's. Thank you. And yours, G.S.T.S. If you ring and answer correctly, the bell is not working.
It delays sometimes.
If you ring and answer correctly on the first attempt, 3 points. On the second attempt, 2 points. On the third attempt, 1 point. But be very careful, because if you attempt to answer a question and you are unsuccessful, either the answer is wrong or you are unable to provide an answer within a time frame, you lose a precious point. For questions which require calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds. If there are no calculations, you have a maximum of 10 seconds. Best wishes to all schools. First set of questions, 30 seconds each. I actually have a preamble first. Preamble to all schools. Mercury 2 may be precipitated as mercury 2 iodide by adding a sodium iodide solution to a solution of mercury 2 ions. That's a preamble. I hope you got it. All right. So now, first question. Give a balanced equation for the reaction of a solution of mercury 2 trioxo. Yes. Which of you? Joseph.
HGO plus NAI going into HGI2 plus Na2.
That's incorrect. I continue. A solution of mercury 2 trioxonitrate 5 and sodium iodide solution. Yes, Paul.
2 moles of NAI plus 1 mole of AgNO3 subscript 2, forming 1 mole of I2 plus 2 moles of NaNO3.
Yeah, you need to ring for it. Okay, go.
2 moles of HgNO3 plus 2 moles of NAI going into 2 moles of HgI2 plus 2 moles of NaNO3.
No. You were closest, Paul. You left out the Ag somewhere. So it's 2 NAI plus AgNO3 2 going to HgI2 plus 2 NaNO3. Next one. Calculate the mass in grams of mercury 2 iodide that can be precipitated from 100 centimeter cubed of 0.120 mole per decimeter cubed mercury 2 ions using excess sodium iodide solution. Atomic mass, Hg is 201, I is 127. Eliasson.
5.46 grams.
Yes. Next one. Calculate the volume of 0.150 mole per decimeter cubed Ki solution needed to react completely with 50.0 centimeter cubed of 0.200 mole per decimeter cubed Ag2 plus. Adiko.
20.2 cm3.
That's incorrect.
Calculate.
Paul.
20.0 cm3.
No. The right answer is 133 centimeter cubed. Next set, 30 seconds. A small hole on a side of a heated ideal milk can emits radiation whose maximum intensity occurs at a wavelength of 2.50 micron. What is the temperature of the can? Joseph.
1160 Kelvin.
Yes. Next one. Find the length as observed in a laboratory of a meter stick moving at 0.6 c parallel to its length. Eliason.
0.8 meters.
Yes. Next one. Find the wavelength of the most energetic photon in the Balmer series of the hydrogen atom. Did they make it? They did.
Okay, madam. Madam.
Yes, Kwache.
We have 0.103 nanometers.
That's incorrect. The right answer is 366 nanometers. Next set, 10 seconds. Arrange the following to show the correct sequence of systemic circulation pathway. Left auricle, left ventricle, aorta, arteries, tissues, veins, right atrium.
You're telling me?
Yes.
Left auricle, left ventricle, aorta, tissues, veins, and right auricle. You didn't tell me.
Who next? G.S.T.S.
The left ventricle.
Okay, adequate.
The left auricle, the left ventricle, the aorta, the arteries, the tissues, and the veins, and the right auricle.
I'm moving on. Go. Go.
Left auricle, left ventricle, aorta, arteries, tissues, and veins.
No. Please, I gave you specific terms and I was waiting for the same terms. The right answer is this: left auricle, left ventricle, aorta, arteries, tissues, veins, right atrium. Whether it's the same or not, that's the one I gave. Next one. Farmers often rotate corn, a cereal crop, and cowpeas, planting a field with each crop. Yes, Adeko.
Madam, the cowpea is a leguminous crop and will fix nitrogen into the soil so as to improve the soil fertility. And when that is done, it replaces the lost nutrients in the soil. And when the maize is also grown on the soil, the maize will be able to acquire nutrients for its growth.
I'm not accepting it. So, with each crop in alternate seasons, what advantage might this crop rotation confer? Yes, John.
The cowpea is a leguminous crop and then refills atmospheric nitrogen into the soil. This will increase the soil fertility, agricultural productivity, and maintain the soil fertility of the soil.
How is that different? Okay, I needed a little bit more detail about how it does it, right? So cowpeas are able to fix nitrogen in their roots. These roots are not harvested, so you can't harvest all of them. So some are left at the end of the growing season. The below ground nitrogen can be used in the next season by the corn. So I needed a bit more detail. All right, next one. What might be the effect on an animal of not being able to perceive taste? Adequate.
When the animal is not able to perceive taste, it might feed on other food substances that might be harmful to it, and it will not be able to differentiate between poisonous substances and food substances that it's supposed to eat.
Okay. "30 seconds. This is the last set, by the way. Find two natural numbers with a mean of 25 and such that one number increased by 1 is twice the other number." Yes, which of you? Kwache?
Okay, Madam. The first number, we're having the first number to be equal to 49/3.
No. Who rang next? Yes. Eliason.
The first number is 17, and the second number is 33.
Yes. one. Solve for x from the linear equation. 5 multiplied by the expression 2x plus 4 minus 3 multiplied by the expression 4x minus 6 is equal to 2 multiplied by the expression 20 minus x. Yes. Eliason.
X is equal to half.
That's incorrect. Adiko.
Madam, x equals 2.
That's incorrect. There is no solution. Last one. Determine if the pair of lines 6x minus 4y is equal to 5 and 8y minus 12x is equal to 5 are parallel. Eliason.
They are parallel.
Yes. That's the end of the second round. Please keep them covered. Don't turn over until I ask you to, and don't begin until I ask you to. At the end of the second round, G.S.T.S has 4 points. Keta Senior High Technical School has 11 points. St. Augustine's College has 25 points. Before we start the next round, G.S.T.S would like to effect a substitution. Kwache. You are welcome, Panty. Please put down your pens. We are about to begin round 3. At stake in this round is the Prudential Life Insurance NSMQ star. The NSMQ star is awarded to any team that is able to earn a perfect score of 10 points in this round. This is what it entails. If you get the NSMQ star, you will be receiving 850 Ghana cedis each, meaning 3 students in the team plus 1 teacher, making a total of 3,400 Ghana cedis. Something worth working for, right? No response, no problem. We are grateful to Prudential Life Insurance for the NSMQ star. Now, the problem of the day. The problem of the day is a single question to all 3 schools. From the time I ask you to begin, you have 3 minutes to present 1 answer from your school. The problem of the day, as I have mentioned, is worth 10 points. Let's turn over our sheets and read the problem of the day together. Problem of the day. Muonium is a bound state of an antimuon and an electron, an exotic atom with symbol Mu, and first observed in 1960. The antimuon, the antiparticle of the muon, is a positively charged lepton. It carries 1 unit of the fundamental charge. Its mass is 105.7 mega electron volts per c squared. In comparison, the proton mass is 938.3 mega electron volts per c squared, and that of the electron is 0.5110 mega electron volts per c squared. A. What is the spin of the antimuon? State whether it is a boson or a fermion. B. State the ground state energy, E0 H, of the hydrogen atom in electron volts to 3 significant figures. C. Obtain to 3 significant figures the ground state energy, E0 mu, of muonium, starting from the ground state energy of the hydrogen atom. Contestants, this is your problem of the day. You may now begin.
Magashi Auditorium at the University of Ghana. And I'm sure you're wondering why I'm standing outside. Well, once again, the St. Augustine's College is competing, and so you'd have a lot of their old students and present students trooping into the auditorium. So as I speak to you, here at the parking lot, it's already full. At the basement, it's already full. And also at the main auditorium, the entire place is filled with students and past students of St. Augustine's College. Now, they are leading with 25 points ahead of Keta Senior High Technical School, the Jolali boys, who are getting about some 11 points. And also G.S.T.S, one-time winners G.S.T.S, also managing to pull some 4 points. The atmosphere here is not really charged. Just maybe people are expecting more than they are actually getting. But I would want to speak to a few of the past students they have been observing. I want to find out from them whether they think it's their best performance yet, because for many it is not. I'm going to come to the one in green yet. Absu.
Action.
Absu.
Action.
Okay, you've been observing, seated here. What do you make of the performance from your boys?
Actually, my performance was, my expectation from this performance was very high, but I think there are a lot of dynamisms in any question and any competition. So, but I'm still not disappointed. Once we are ahead, then I know we are on course. I expected a lot of margin by this, but Newton will come on board and the super sub will do everything just for vanishing eventually.
Do you think that with this performance that you're seeing, it's your best ever yet? Because, I mean, we've seen other ones.
As a matter of fact, it's the least. Because how we began from the preliminaries, though it was the prelims and we had much. After that, we've been having above 50 and the rest. I expect something like 60 and above, but I still hope that the rest will just be a topping of the iceberg.
Hopefully we'll come back to you later. But I mean, there are some G.S.T.S students who are also here. I want to come close to them. Who are the G.S.T.S past students? Yeah, you are here? I saw you say that I'm going to lash somebody. Who are you going to lash?
We have to groove the children after here. They were fooling in school. They weren't learning. They were fooling. No. They need lashes.
They're winning this contest.
Huh? But you are still confident of winning this particular contest?
Oh, we were 21. Who were 5? Who got confidence?
Yeah, madam, you are still confident. You are winning this. You are winning it.
You have to be a realistic person in life. Omu Jimmy, we have to groove them after here.
Give up.
You seem to be very confident.
Yes. During our 1-8 competition, we had 2 points at the end of the round 2, but we bounced back. So I know that with this, they're going to do more.
But after your prelims, you had about 54 points. After that, your best performance either in the 20s or the highest has been 30. What do you think is going on wrong?
I think the boys have to prepare more, but with God, we are going to win this contest. Whether by hook or crook, we are going to win this contest. I know that you're going to win this contest. Okay,
all right. Thank you very much. You heard that. I see some Absu guys still at the back there. I want to go through to them, but then I mean, from speaking to some of these guys, you can already feel their frustration. So one says that I doubt that our boys can, because 25 and also 11, the gap is very huge. But others also believe that they can bounce back, because if you look at the previous contest that G.S.T.S has been in, it hasn't been all rosy. So sometimes they are losing with a very huge margin, and then they close their back. They said that they're going to close this gap today against St. Augustine's College. But let me come to the Absu guys. Absu. Let's do last one. Absu. You're winning.
Yeah, definitely.
Are you impressed with the performance so far?
Yeah, I'm always impressed. St. Augustine's, we're always the best. There's nothing. Yeah, we are definitely going to win the finals. It's been long overdue, so definitely winning.
What is this about this particular competition for you, St. Augustine's College? Because this year, all the times we've mounted the giant screen, it was definitely the contest for St. Augustine's College. Why are you guys so keenly interested in this?
In 2007, St. Augustine's College won for the first time. We went ahead to West Africa, and we also won. The only school in Ghana which have been able to do that is St. Augustine's College. But you see, we went for a little break, and this year we promised that we are coming to overtake the whole Ghana. Next year to the same thing. So it's a normal thing.
Yes. We are definitely coming for a long time, so we are here to stay. This is the first of many trophies to come. So expect us next year and the year after.
Did you watch the contest this morning with Presec?
We've been monitoring. Presec, they are good. Peters too, they are good, but they are funny. We are coming, don't worry, we are coming.
You haven't said anything. Why? Silence means what?
I think we said all we have to say. So the rest, the finals. You see.
We'll come back later, or when Newton comes on.
When Newton comes on. Oh, no. Today we don't need Newton. Today we don't need Newton.
These guys, we don't need Newton. These guys, we don't need Newton. It's Presec and Peters. Newton will start.
I'm coming to you. I'm certainly coming to you. Okay, so even though the G.S.T.S guys still have the confidence, the ABSU guys, the ABSUians,
Action.
You're full of excitement.
Today, I come my mommy, I tell her she pound for food. The food, one of my chicken way I tell for the back there, when she slaughter and give me. First, today, the way we mean the boys. You see, this boy, me down there inside. Charlie, make you pay, give me, say, oh, second if they can't win me, you know go pay. I say, no, yeah, we have pay, give them. We are saying, you can't sit my body, see where you go sit. Where you cover me face, hey, nigga.
Okay, so there appears.
Now it's not G.S.T.S, they record them 4 points. That's their new name. And then secondly, we've opened admission for all the schools. You're invited to come to St. Augustine's College. Thank you.
You're winning this year.
Live. God bless you.
I was asking a question actually. I'm not saying that St. Augustine's College is going to win, but I would want us to have a feel of how the main auditorium actually looks like. I mean the basement, because here is full up, not as full as it was the other time, but also the basement has a lot of ABSUians in there, and I should tell you that the support these guys have. In fact, we know that prior to this year's National Science and Math Quiz, the St. Augustine's guy have actually set up a National Science and Math Complex that is supposed to help them prepare adequately, because they know they've been away from the competition for a very long time. And so as we get closer, you'd see that there are a lot of people seated inside, others not having space and even coming out. I want to take a few words from the ABSUians here. Just maybe they would have a different view and a different perception about the context so far. Who are the ABSU guys? Are you an ABSUian? Which school?
Our school.
What is happening to you?
Oh, Charlie, Bible say the people then throw past you, then go ourselves.
But after round one, you were bragging. You had all the confidence.
See, I knew something would happen, and it's happening too, so I'm not surprised. And besides, Newton is not yet in. Newton will come. So the win is for them, and they are surely going to take the trophy.
So you think St. Augustine's College is winning?
They will take the trophy, for sure.
You're giving up so early.
Oh, it's not you are giving up so early. When you are in a battle and you know you can't win, just retrieve. That's all. Don't force yourself.
Okay, wait. You come around. Come. You see him. So one Keta school guy has given up already. But what you seem not to be giving up already.
Yeah, I not give up at all. I can't give up because we are Jolalians. We fly high. We so high like the eagle. We can't give up. Eagle not they give up. Nah. So it can happen. We have hope. In God we trust that we can make it, and we will make it. That's the name. Yeah, man.
So that's the Jolali guys. They seem to be very confident. But let me go to the school, and that seems to be winning all of this. Let me get close to them. What are you running to? ABSU.
Pardon?
ABSU.
Action.
ABSU.
Action.
ABSU.
Action in Kote.
One more time. ABSU.
Action.
You are in a comfortable lead, aren't you?
Of course. Why not? These other schools, I don't see them as competitors. You know, they are chicken change. They are chicken change for us. They are chicken change. Me, I'm not even supposed to watch. I'm supposed to go home because, they don't be one size.
Okay, let me come to you. After round one, you're also an ABSUian, aren't you? After round one, Keta Senior High Technical School were leading. How were you feeling? I wasn't here. Tell me how the atmosphere here was for all the ABSUians.
Oh, we went down because we knew that definitely we'll come back. Our stronghold is round 4 and 5, so we're just patiently waiting for that. But even we took the lead earlier than that. So we're very confident that we're winning this and we're winning the competition.
You're winning the competition?
Winning the competition.
You're beating Presec. You're beating the reigning champion.
Beating them flawless. We're winning everything.
Well, we'll come back to you. Are you also an ABSUian? ABSUian. Okay. Can I say congratulations? Is it in order?
Oh, we've already won.
Have you?
Doing that.
I'm sure you've witnessed quite a number of the contests that St. Augustine's College have been involved in. Do you think this is one of the best, or you think what is one of the worst? What do you make of it?
I can say they really did what was required for today. So I can say it is one of their best performances so far. Yeah.
Do you think that with the sort of preparation or the contest you are putting up, you'll be able to be precisely gone and also the defending?
Oh, for sure. There's no fear in that. We are winning this contest, and then we are making it to the final, and over there we are also winning. So watch out, Presec, watch out.
Well, he says Presec, watch out. But why are you guys running away? So I'm trying to get close to a few of them. But oh, I see. Oh, G.S.T.S. G.S.T.S. They are called the Giants. Are you still a giant, or you've been reduced?
We are still giants.
The point. Let's look at the suggested solution from our consultants. This is a problem from physics. So we have a muonium, which is a bound state of an antimuon and an electron. It's an exotic atom with symbol Mu and first observed in 1960. So it actually exists. The antimuon, the antiparticle of the muon, is a positively charged lepton. That means it carries 1 unit of the fundamental charge. Its mass is 105.7 mega electron volts per c squared. And in comparison, the proton mass is 938.3 mega electron volts per c squared. And that of the electron is given as 0.5110 mega electron volts per c squared. First question was, what is the spin of the antimuon, and state whether it is a boson or a fermion. Okay, so since the antimuon is a lepton, its spin is half, and it's a fermion. 2 points for this. B, contestants were to state the ground state energy, E0H, of the hydrogen atom in electron volt to 3 significant figures. The ground state energy of the hydrogen atom is E0H, and it's equal to negative 13.6 electron volt to 3 significant figures. 2 points for this. Now, C, this is the interesting part. Obtained to 3 significant figures the ground state energy E0Mu of muonium, starting from the ground state energy of the hydrogen atom. Okay, so this is how to approach this. The hydrogen atom energies depend linearly on the electron-proton reduced mass. That's the key word, reduced mass. The muonium spectrum is similar. So you see both are bound states of an electron and the same positive charge. But a difference in reduced mass leads to energy level differences. So it's the reduced masses of the two that are going to be different. So let's look at the electron-proton reduced mass. The reduced mass is obtained by taking the mass of the electron, multiplying it by the mass of the proton, and dividing it by this expression, the mass of the electron plus the mass of the proton. All the values have been given. It's a matter of just substitution to get the reduced mass of the electron proton. Okay, so we have 0.511 mega electron volts per c squared multiplied by 938.3 mega electron volts per c squared all over 0.511 mega electron volts per c squared plus 938.3 mega electron volts per c squared. If you do that calculation, you will arrive at a reduced mass for the electron proton to be 0.5107 mega electron volts per c squared. All right. If you get this far, you get another 2 points. Now let's look at the antimuon electron reduced mass. That is a similar calculation. This time we're using the mass of the electron and the mass of the antimuon. So we have 0.5110 mega electron volt per c squared multiplied by 105.7 mega electron volts per c squared all over 0.5110 mega electron volts per c squared plus 105.7 mega electron volts per C squared. If you do this calculation correctly, you get a reduced mass for the antimuon electron to be 0.5085 mega electron volts per C squared. You see, we are getting close. For this, you get 2 more points. Therefore, the muonium ground state, we are now ready to do the calculation. So the E0 mu is going to be equal to the reduced energy for the muonium, the antimuon electron reduced mass, divided by the electron proton reduced mass, multiplied by the value of the ground state energy for the hydrogen atom. You see? So it's a simple ratio of those values. So you have 0.5085 mega electron volts per C squared over 0.5107 mega electron volts per C squared multiplied by negative 13.6 electron volts. And you will arrive at negative 13.5 electron volts. So they are very similar in energy. That's a difference because of the differences in the reduced masses. Okay? If you get this value, and you see that it's to 3 significant figures, if you get this value, you get 2 more points, making a total of 10 points. This was the expected solution or the suggested solution from the consultants. Now, contestants. Keta, you didn't provide any answer for A. When you got to B, you gave the right answer. So you have 2 points there. Your calculation for C is incorrect. And so you are left with 2 points. St. Augustine, you were able to provide the answers for A. That gave you 2 points. When you got to B, instead of a negative value, you have a positive value. So I can't give you anything for that. And then you'll see that's an incorrect calculation. And so you also have 2 points. G.S.T.S. You got 2 points for A. Your values are correct there. And then for B, you got the 2 points as well. And that was the end of your success. So you have 4 points. That's the end of the problem of the day and the end of round 3. Please pick up your notepads. Before we start the next round, St. Augustine's College would like to effect a substitution. Eliasen, it's been a pleasure. You're welcome, Newton.
Let's go.
Round 4. In this round, I'm going to present you with statements. When you receive a statement, please consider the statement very carefully and let me know whether it's true or false. If you are right, 2 points. If you are incorrect, you lose a precious point. You may choose not to respond, in which case that statement becomes available to the 2 other schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If right, 2 full points. If not, there's that penalty. Best wishes to all schools. I'm starting with you, St. Augustine. Your statement. The integer part of a logarithm is the mantissa. Newton.
False.
Yes. G.S.T.S. The mantisses of log of 4.56 and log of 0.456 are the same. Article.
It's a false statement.
No, that's a true statement. The mantissa of a logarithm is always non-negative. Paul.
It's false.
No, that's a true statement. The next set comes with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. State whether the following statements are true or false with respect to fish species whose major food source has declined due to pollution or overfishing. State whether the following statements are true or false with respect to fish species whose major food source has declined due to pollution or overfishing. All right, so now St. Augustine. The number of fish deaths would increase, but the number of birds would also increase. So the population size will remain the same. Newton.
False.
Yes. The carrying capacity of the fish would remain the same, but the population of fish would decrease. Article.
False.
Yes. The carrying capacity of the fish would decrease, but the fish population would remain the same. Paul.
It's false.
Yes. A neutrino is a weakly interacting particle. Yes, Newton?
True.
Yes. Neutrinos travel at the speed of light. Article.
False.
Yes. A neutrino is a neutral particle and it has a very small mass. Paul?
It's true.
Yes. The hybridization of the bonding orbitals of germanium hydride molecule is such that the compound is expected to be tetrahedral. Newton.
True.
Yes. The central atom of a complex, which is octahedral in shape, may possess sp2d3 hybridized orbitals. Yes, Adiku.
False.
Yes. It is possible for nickel-2 ion to form a tetrahedral complex. Paul?
It's true.
Yes. The next set comes with a preamble to all schools. The angle between the vectors A and B is acute, given the angle between the vectors A and B is acute, given St. Augustine. A is equal to 2I plus j, and B is equal to I minus 3j. Newton.
False. False.
Yes. With the same preamble. A is equal to 3I minus 2j, and B is equal to 2I plus 3j. Adiku.
True.
No. With the same preamble. A is equal to I plus 4j, and B is equal to 5I minus j. Paul.
It's true.
Yes. Rods of the eye detect color, while cones detect only shades of gray. Yes, Newton?
False.
Yes. When light enters the retina, it passes the ganglion cells and bipolar cells before reaching photoreceptors at the back of the eye. Yes, Adiku?
True.
Yes. The cornea is a protective layer on the front of the eye and adjusts the amount of light coming into the eye. Yes, Paul?
False.
Yes. The speed of a sound wave is greatest in vacuum. Yes, Newton?
False.
Yes. A sound wave propagating through a material medium causes compressions and rarefactions perpendicular to the direction of wave propagation. Adequate.
False.
Yes. A sound wave requires a material medium for its propagation. Paul.
True.
Yes. Last set of statements. Last set. In a typical Leclanché dry cell, the anode is a zinc, metal, or can. Newton.
True.
Yes. When natural gas is used as fuel cell, the chemical energy of combustion is used to generate steam, which converts magnetic energy into electric energy. Adequate.
True.
No. Last statement. Last statement. The lead storage cell is an example of a secondary voltaic cell. Paul.
It's true.
Yes. And that's the end of the fourth round. At the end of the fourth round, G.S.T.S has 15 points. Keta Senior High Technical School has 26 points. St. Augustine's College has 43 points. Round 5. In this round, I'm going to be reading out clues. Your objective is to solve the riddle. If you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. On the second clue, 4 points. On the third or any clue thereafter, 3 points. For an opportunity to solve a riddle, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, Keta Senior High? Thank you. Yours, St. Augustine's. Thank you. And yours, G.S.T.S. Thank you. When you ring, your answer must be ready. There are 4 riddles. First one. I am a biological process that combines two important features: reduction of the genome content from diploid to haploid by carefully partitioning chromosomes, and yes,
Meiosis.
No. And the subsequent differentiation into fertilization competent gametes. I occur in primordial germ cells. Yes, John?
Gametogenesis.
Yes. They solved the riddle on the fourth clue, 3 points. Next one. I am a saturated organic compound. I do not possess any functional group of significance. The atoms in my molecules are from just two elements, carbon and hydrogen. Yes, John?
Butane.
No. Yes. Which of you? Adeko.
Madam, alkene.
No. I continue. My carbon backbone is neither straight nor branched. For what I am, you might think I am a flat molecule, but I'm not. With 6 in a ring, my carbon atoms have the luxury of maintaining their exact tetrahedral angles. Who am I? Newton.
Cyclohexane.
Yes. I read all the clues, 3 points. Next one. I am an angular measure in degrees. I am used to represent the direction of a point. Yes, Newton.
Bearing.
You are right. They solved the riddle on the second clue, 4 points. Last one. I am a bound state of a collection of particles. Panty.
Rigid body.
Pardon?
Rigid body.
Not at all. I continue. One of the particles that compose me is unique because it is itself a bound state of other particles. That unique particle is held together by a force much greater than the force that holds me together. I occur in many varieties, each of which is distinguished by a property of the unique particle conventionally labeled Z. You are composed of a great number of me. Yes, Paul.
It's a nuclide. Nuclide.
No. Who am I? Newton.
Atoms.
Oh, yeah. That's the end of the 5th round. At the end of the contest, here are the final scores. G.S.T.S has 15 points. Keta Senior High Technical School has 29 points. St. Augustine's College has 53 points. G.S.T.S. Thank you for being here. We have to say goodbye at this point, but you are not going empty-handed. GCB Bank is giving you 600 Ghana cedis. Best wishes. Keta Senior High Technical School, thank you for being here as well. Unfortunately, we must say goodbye. You are receiving 1,160 Ghana cedis from GCB Bank. All the best. St. Augustine's College. Congratulations on winning the contest. You are receiving 2,120 Ghana cedis from GCB Bank. But best of all, I look forward to seeing you at the grand finale. Congratulations. Viewers, we've come to the end of the semi-finals. But before we leave, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors. The National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service with support from GOIL, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, GCB Bank, Vimto, Academic City College, Adansi Travels, Kenya Airways, Accra College of Medicine, Medifem Multi-Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, GTP, FH Arkin University of Applied Sciences, Newman Gokop Ghana, and Entavarsity. Our media partners are Joy News, Joy FM, My Joy Online, and YFM. This is a prime time production. All right, so we've come to the end of the semi-finals. We have one contest left. This is going to be the grand finale. I don't think you want to miss it. The grand finale will feature St. Augustine's College, our reigning champion St. Peter's Senior High School, and Presec Legon. Don't miss it. Thank you for joining us and see you next time at the grand finale. Bye.